The trap had finally been sprung. We were able to catch the Phoenix Navy that was sitting on a hole, and we had our Zunitra in place. So all that came next was pinging as many people as we could to get online, because we were short staffed at the time. We had to make an assumption that they're going to be in heavy armor, so we brought our heavy armor fleet as well to support the Zunitra. I will apologize about this video. I didn't get the start of the fight, but it wasn't very impressive being a Kitsune and being warped in with a fleet. It didn't last long. So this is Kitsune number 2 for this engagement.
Yeah, I'm trying.
How's your how you doing? How you applying to that Phoenix, Timbaka?
I'm spilling out.
Okay.
Oh, just kidding. I got I'm getting heavy disrupted
By what?
by a pilgrim.
Can we jam that pilgrim? Kitsunes?
Yeah. Lyco. Oh, fucker.
Broadcasted, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna push us towards Lyco, guys. I'm gonna push us towards Lyco. Newt's on Lyco.
So I thought it was at a safe distance. However, the little drones were able to make it out and start hammering away on my little Kitsune. Didn't take long for them to do their work, and then I had to warp right back out again.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Jump
yeah.
on the pilgrim. Stay on the Lashak, guys. Stay on the Lashak.
So I warped back to the wormhole, and here I am coming back into the fight. Now the thing is, with wormhole space, you don't want to jump the wormhole too many times, because you will become polarized on one side or the other, and you won't be able to reship, especially in my case, for another Kitsune.
Yeah, their Balgorns are. I mean, they've got what, 4 of them here?
I can no longer keep up with the newts.
Okay, let me try to nuke their Balgorns.
Field trucks.
No, I just can't cycle my cap charge fast enough.
There's a Bifrost down with him down there.
There's a Lashak on my thing, but he's not a problem yet. Focus on your stuff.
How are we doing on the Phoenix?
I'm spooled up to 22,000 DPS.
How is he holding?
I'm capping him out as well with the bow.
The Apso arm Pika is 2/3 armor.
Guys, switch to Armpica. Switch to Armpica. Switch to Armpica. Everybody switch to Armpica. It's broadcasted.
At this point in time, I was struggling with my backpack. I brought info links to make sure that my Kitsune was hitting hard and hitting from a distance. But I was realizing one thing as I was going along, that my backpack wasn't as agile as the Kitsune was. They say they have the same speed, but the turning is what was messing me up, and I was losing my links.
Nice.
Yes.
Guys, switch to this Nestor. Switch to this Nestor. Tobacco, get on the Nestor.
Yep,
I've got a video web.
I'm following your stuff now.
Yep.
2 balls jammed.
Perfect.
Rufus needs reps.
Do you want me to kill his pod?
Yeah.
So I'm
I cannot rep. I am perma-neuted.
Okay, secondary is going to be the Vindicator. Drones out, guys, if you have them. Drones out if you have them.
We might want to start killing Balgons.
Yeah, good call. I'll push us towards them. Let's kill this Nestor if we can. Just keep spooling.
Yep.
So my job in this fight was to work on the Balgorns. So I stayed on them as long as I possibly could. And you'll see that I tried my best, but sometimes your best just gets you killed.
Warp drive active.
Oh, the fuel truck's getting bumped by the Vindy.
Warp drive
Okay.
active.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about to be in trouble.
Let me
Warp
load the
drive
Windy.
active.
So here we are coming back in Kitsune number 3. It's been a rough day, but we're still reshipping and we're still coming back as hard as we possibly can.
The Zirn, I can't target anymore past that.
Okay, all right. All right. Guys, everything on the lack, guys. Everything on the lack. Everything on the lack. Everything on the lack. Now.
Lack is jammed again.
Yep. Everything on the lack, guys.
Vagrant's about the structure.
Who?
Vagrant.
Guys, get ready to kill the Seno. Get ready to kill the Seno. All right, we're gonna need to switch to the center right away, guys. We're gonna need to switch to the center right away. Props on, props on, props on, props on, props on, props on. We need to switch to the Seno.
Senos Jam.
Okay, all right, perfect. Okay, perfect. All right, stay on the lack, guys. Stay on the lack.
Cenotaph is on our Nestus.
Ball up as best you can, guys. Ball up as best you can. Try to get on
Haas,
guys
can you
if you
burn?
can.
Yeah, can you burn towards the nesters?
Yep. Everybody burn towards the nesters. Everybody burn towards the nesters. Can you pop this? Oh, okay.
Warp drive.
All drones on the lack, guys. All drones on the lack. Every heat on the lack. Heat on the lack. Heat if you have it. Heat on the lack. Heat on the lack. Heat on the lack.
As you can see, mistakes were made. I tried my best to dual box with a backpack, and I did as best as I could at the time. But in hindsight, we can always do better.
We're at half cap sticks, by the way.
Okay, heard. Tobacco, I've got Vindy Web on Drakigrass. I've got Vindy Web on Drakigrass. Tobacco, get on Drakigrass. Everybody else be on Neon.
Rufus needs reps.
Heads up behind us on return B. There is a lift and a lot. As you can imagine, once this happened, I was a little bummed. Seeing the fleet that was following into our fight being a third party or potentially backup or a bat phone, there wasn't much we could do at this point in time. And once the lift went through the hole, my connection back to the fight was lost, and I wasn't able to bring any more ships to bear.